All right, so I've had the Bison water pump installed for 4 weeks now. I'm gonna go over the things I like about it and the things I don't like about it, which is really only one thing, and it's my fault, but we'll get there. First of all, this is a lot of fun for the kids. I put this 300-gallon Rubbermaid container underneath it, and the kids will come in here, unclip it, and get this thing going. And they'll just fill this container up free of charge for me because no electricity is needed, and they'll just pump this thing full. Now, one thing that helped us to fill this a little bit faster is a short section of hose. Because this is threaded with the same exact pitch and thread type as a normal garden hose, you can thread right up to it and you're good to go. The only issue with this is be careful, because if I were to leave this in my giant 300-gallon bin, then stop pumping, it would create a siphon to the drain hole, which we drilled 6 feet underground, and actually siphon that dirty water, dirty because the kids have been playing in it, back into the well. So you have to be careful about leaving things attached to this well, because it can create a siphon effect. Because of that, I try to leave this hose off as much as possible, but it is useful in short bursts. Another thing I really love about it is this little nub on the end here. You can barely see it on the video, but you'll see what it does. You can take any bucket, flip up, hook it on it, and you're centered over top of that. So when you start to pump, and that's welded, so it's going to support a lot of weight. Another thing that's very handy is that if you let go of this, the weight of the pump will pull down this rod, and slowly that handle will elevate, which looks a little weird when this thing's sitting like this all the time. So what they've included in the kit is this little chain that comes up and holds your handle in place. What astounds me most is that this pump is so easy to use that my 5-year-old will stand up on this rock and pump it, and she'll pump for 15-20 minutes before getting tired, which for me is it's a godsend, because then she goes to bed a little bit earlier and stays asleep a little bit longer. Voiceover Travis here. Usually I don't put videos of my kids on the internet. It's just a weird thing to do, but Juniper really wanted to get this out there. Plus she looked adorable doing it. And one of the reasons why I do these videos is to document the family. And I think someday I'm going to look back at this and remember the good times we had. So bear with me. Now, before we get into a flow rate check on this, it advertises 8 ounces per pump. So you should be able to do a quart in 4 pumps, 32 ounces. And that means 16 pumps in a gallon once you get it flowing. We're going to go ahead and look at the one thing that I don't like about this, and that is this big flange on the bottom. Now, this is my fault. I asked for an 8-inch flange, and I only ended up building a 6-inch riser here made of aluminum. So this is my construction, and this is offset slightly. The offset was designed intentionally in order to miss the electric pump that is run down the center of this wellhead. So I've got a little bit extra on this side, and it looks a little bit off center. Now, Bison didn't make this mistake. I gave them the wrong information, so it's totally on me. But what I will do in the future is plasma cut this top to fit exactly this circle here, and it'll fix the whole issue. And I'll add a different type of ring system on top, probably TIG weld and a stainless steel band like this, like they did in the beginning. Now, Bison also included this tamper-proof bolt set right here, so when you tighten this in, nothing will get that out except for their proprietary bit. Now, the rest are Allen keys and stainless steel, and I added a couple of my own that I ground off flat just to make it a little harder for someone to come by and take this beautiful piece of stainless steel off my hands. Here we have, and I'm going to glue this still, a vent with screen built in. I love that. That way, even though we cap this off with a nice big rubber seal, that is still providing a little bit of airflow when you're pumping. It can get some air back down in there. All right, so let's take a look at its flow rate. I've got this old school bucket on here, but to prove that it's doing exactly a gallon, I'm gonna use a gallon jug. I've got Big Wind purified water, not sponsored. I don't even know where they come from. It should take 16 pumps. I'm gonna get it going first so we don't skew the numbers. Put this underneath with one hand, pump with the other hand, and see if we can get this filled in 16 swipes. All right, she's going. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Whoop! 11. It's advertised 16 pumps to fill this up. It did it in 11. That's fantastic. This brown water is because the kids have been playing in the sand pit and trudging it all over. So don't judge that. This is what you can expect coming out of a good well. Crystal clear. You see the rock down in the bottom there. And I don't worry about wasting water because I can always pump some more. There's that knob I was talking about. Beautifully welded. And I know most viewers aren't going to care about this, but look at these welds. It's almost laser welded. It's incredible. I got some spots on here because I've been using it, splashing it, left it out in the rain, but man, absolutely beautiful construction. They really go above and beyond. Now this connection here is as if you want your electric to come back out the top. I wired mine down through the bottom, so there's no issue. But gorgeous, gorgeous pump. And now as I go and I winterize the cabin for the rest of the summer, I've got to drain pipes and put antifreeze in all the drains. But with this, as soon as you're done pumping, you've got a drain hole that you drill yourself on the last section of pipe, and that is bringing the water back down to about, I picked around 6 feet underground. Even though you only need to go about 3 or 4 in this area, why not be a little safer than sorry? The only downside there is that because it self-drains and self-winterizes, that means the water's always sitting about 6 feet down, which means you always have to do about 2 or 3 pumps to get the water to come out the top there. That one took 4 because I was going a little slow, one-handed on my weak arm. That took 11 pumps to fill this up, and it's advertised for 16. So either I'm super strong or this thing does a better job than it's even advertised for. And that is crystal clear, beautiful, not spring water, but hand-pumped Bison water. Oh, I love how cold it comes out of the ground because it's not sitting in a tank in your house all day warming up. All right, let's do the math on that really quick. This is supposed to do 8 ounces per pump, which means 4 pumps per quart, 32 ounces. It means 16 pumps per gallon at 8 ounces per pump. But we got that at 11 pumps. So we take 32 times 4, that's 128. Divide it by 11, you've got 10 right off the bat, that's 110 with 18 left over. So you've got 11 times 11, that's 122 with 6 left over. You're looking at 11.5, 11 to 11.5 ounces per pump. That's advertised at 8 ounces. If you do the math on that, we're looking at like 140% production from what they said it could do to what it's actually doing. I love a company that undersells their product. When this thing can outperform what I'm expecting it to do, I'm pretty jazzed, I'm not gonna lie. But if you pump this slower, because the drain hole under the ground is still gonna be leaking out some consistent water over time, you will get less per pump. When my 5-year-old pumps this, she's probably getting 5 or 6 ounces per pump and not the 11, 11.5 that I'm getting. Now if I really push this, put 2 hands on it and really go hard, I bet you I could bump that up to 12, 13, 14 ounces per pump. But I was going a moderate pace with 1 arm and still outperforming what this is rated for. That's an absolutely fantastic result. So that's about all I've got for my review video. If you're interested in the installation video, I've already posted that previously. This is just going back over it and saying, hey, after a few weeks, how do I really feel about it? And the answer is, I love it. I'm probably gonna put one of these at every single cabin that we have out here because it's a fantastic backup to your electrical system. It's a fun thing for the kids, and it's a phenomenal piece of art to have out in the driveway. That's all I've got for you today. Thanks for watching.